Say what now? Oh, welcome to the go-go. Welcome to the go-go, ladies. Y'all ready to say it again? Oh, welcome y'all to the go-go one more time. Oh, do it for everybody that's boogieing now. Let the come to boogie down. Let the come to boogie down. Let the come to boogie down, y'all. Oh, do that new one, y'all. Do that new one for me now. That's right. Work that body. Cause we sure gonna meet us a nice new friend before we leave here, y'all. Cause this go-go is where it's happening now. Everything gonna be alright, big brother Quack. Welcome to the go-go, where it's all been happening. Where you can work your body and have a party and meet some nice new friends. Welcome to the go-go, where it's all been happening. Where you can work your body and have a party and meet some nice new friends. Welcome to the go-go, where it's all been happening.
Men out here these days, we know that. But this guy, spot on. So, enough out of boo. With no further ado, I give you him, Gogo Mike. What it do, Gogo Mike?
Hey, brother, how you doing, man?
Man, look, it's good to have you on the show, man.
Glad you have me.
Yeah, you know, before we even get into everything, man, you said, man, you wasn't getting no flowers, man. Tell me about that, man.
Yeah, you know, I started out, in that go-go community about 18 years old, 17, 18. And I got into it by watching the local bands, Brasses, Trouble.
I'm going to have to stop you, Mike. Before we get into all that, I'm just saying, you just told me earlier, we talked off screen, that you wasn't getting no calls and stuff. That's what I was talking about. But we're going to get into all that, man. We got time for that. We're going to get to there, but we're going to talk about Lil Mike before we talk about anything.
Okay.
Yeah, we going to get to the go-go thing. This ain't a go-go show, even though it's go-go roundtable. This is about the culture. When we give you flowers, we talking about the culture, man. We ain't just talking about when we, everybody look at the swan on top of the water. We talking about the paddling that's being done under the water. So we're gonna go back, man. We're gonna go back, and then we'll catch up with all that. I was just reiterating what you told me off screen about, man, thank God that you got a chance to tell your story. So now we're gonna let you tell it though. Let's go to young Mike. Tell me about that guy.
Oh, I'm born out of Washington, D.C., coming up with D.C. public schools, those of McFarland, had a real good childhood life, parents from North Carolina. I was born in Washington, D.C. out of Freeman's Hospital. Just coming up as a young kid, going to school, getting involved with activities, football, baseball, basketball, swimming, you name it, what, young boys do, growing up. And educating myself on about living young life. And as I got older, I came across a few obstacles, but I survived them. And just continue to just, live my childhood life. As I got out of high school, we moved from D.C. into Maryland, Capitol Heights. And I needed something to do. And because the streets was always talking to young kids. And so I got into this music, which I were always involved when I was young, but I was more like DJ, dancing a lot. And it became a real knack for me. And so I just, continue to do my little DJing at house parties, dancing with the girls at the parties. And it became like a new phase, with me. And the girls, they say, well, you can dance real good. We're going to call you Gogo, so that's where the name started from. So dancing with the girls, parties. And as I got older, I wanted to get more involved with music. I wanted to know what could I do. And then I started seeing groups coming around the neighborhood playing, and they had that go-go beat, and that just took over my soul. And so I said, I got to get into this go-go thing, but how can I find a band, And just so happened back then, there was groups in the neighborhood, but they were playing top 40. And one of them was called the Craink Kids. And they was on Shepherd Street. I was on Randolph. So it was like a block from my house. They formed a group called the Crank Kids, but they play all Parliament funkadelic music.
Let me help guide you in a sense. So you talking about in DC before you moved to Maryland.
Right.
So yeah, let's the people understand that you're talking about that you got with some groups in DC before that moved to Maryland.
Yes. This group, they were called the Crank Kids. I wasn't in the group, but they would let me come and practice. Let me come and see them practice inside the basement and whatnot. And they used to do their shows, but they used to play a lot of Parliament funkadelic. That's all they played. And then I had the Blackbirds, DC group. They went to Howard University. They was on Teller Street. They used to practice on Teller Street. And Donald Byrd used to let us sit around in front of his house and hear them practice. And that made me more say, man, I got to get with a group. You know what I'm saying? This is something I want to do. But I didn't know how to play no instrument. But when I got to high school, Cadoza, one of my classes was Cadoza marching band. So the music director, he wanted to put me on, teach me how to play a trumpet. And I said, okay, I'll try the trumpet. But when I got the trumpet, I had to use, my lips to blow. I didn't like that. So it wasn't interesting me. So I just say, okay, well, let me see if I can talk on a mic, be an MC, And still I didn't have no band to go to. I said, how can I do this? So I used to be in the house, and I just started practicing with it. When I played my records in the house, I used to just start just running my mouth and rapping. And I liked it. And, I just kept doing it over and over until it became a just wild craze for me. I said, I got to do this. This is me. So going to school in Cadoza, also the bands like Peacemakers, Mass Extension and them, all of it, they was up Northwest. They used to play during talent shows and whatnot. And when I used to see them play, I used to get mad because I would say, I need to get up there. So I couldn't get with them, but I said, I got to find a way to get myself involved with a band. Just so, unfortunately, our house caught on fire. So we moved to Capitol Heights. And we moved to Capitol Heights. I said, I got to have something to do because I left DC and I wanted to be involved with my music, but I need to find somebody that could, help me out. So came across some guys. They was practicing one day at their house, and I checked them out. And the band was, they called themselves Trans Connection. And most of them was from Glen Arden. And I wanted to be in the band so bad. Hearing them practice, I came out to them one day and said, look, why don't y'all, they didn't have nowhere to practice. I said, well, y'all come to my house to practice. My mother let y'all practice in my basement. And they was like, okay. So they brought the equipment over to the house, got in the basement, and they started, you know, banging on the drums and congas and stuff. And they had a mic. And I was like, I can do this. Let me get on the mic. So they said, okay. They let me get on the mic, and I started rapping. And then that's just how I started, me with on the mic. But the band didn't last long because we didn't have manager, you know what I'm saying? We couldn't get enough players to form a group. So we just broke up. Now I'm down, you know, I'm like, oh man, what can I do? I'm trying to find a way to get back in the band. Just so happened going to school, I heard about some guys had a band in Suitland High School.
Suitland?
Yeah, Suitland High School. And I seen the guys that was in the band. I asked them, could I come and check them out? They said, yeah. So I went over here in Bradbury Heights, and they called themselves Deuces Wild. And it was like, we need somebody on the microphone. So I got on the microphone for them. They liked the way I was performing, and they said, we want you to be our man on the mic. So boom, that right there started the gogo mic era. And as I was playing with them, they had competition bands in the neighborhood. One of them was AYRE. They had another group called Potential. And like I said, the band, Deuces Wild, that I was in when I first came to Maryland, we used to play in junior high schools. We used to play at halftime. I mean, doing basketball, intramural games and stuff. When it got some horns, and we came together, and we just started blending. I mean, we was blending. I mean, what they call crank. We was cranking, and so the sound got out there, and the people seeing how we were performing. The word got out. Hey man, this guy Gogo Mike, he be doing it, man, with the band, man. Y'all gotta come see him or whatever may happen. So I continued to do that, but the band still didn't have a strong foundation because we ended up breaking up. So the guys from AYRE who lived in my community in Capitol Heights, District Heights, when I used to walk around the neighborhood, go to basketball practice, I used to see the guys in the basement doing the basement practicing on my man Doc house. Like I said, all of us, we went to school together sooner. And I used to go in there and I used to hear the sound. I would say, man, this is a different sound. You know what I'm saying? I want to join this band. So they was doing their own thing, but they wasn't playing yet. They was just practicing. They had just formed the group. So I said, I'm gonna find a way to get in this group.
Man,
so
around what year was that, man? Can you remember what year this all took place?
Okay, in '79, I was with the group. That first group I was in was Trans Connection. Guys, it was out of Glen Arden. And then as I said, maybe 6 months later, they had folded, and I went and hooked up with Deuces Wild, and they was out like 79, 80. And Deuces Wild stayed together for about 6 months, and they broke up. And that's when I got in touch with AYRE, and that was around late 80, early 81. And like I said, the group had a different sound, but they wasn't playing, they was just practicing. So I continued to do my little DJ stuff at the little parties, go to parties, and I'd turn it out with the girls dancing and whatnot. And then the word got in school that, Gogo Mike, crowd pleaser. AYRE needed a talker because I'm not AYRE's first rapper. I'm their third rapper. But I did play with AYRE on certain events when they first started, when they went on the circuit.
Mike,
this was in 19...
Can you tell me the first two guys that talked was lead talker for the mic for AYRE before you came?
The first talker for AYRE, his name was Quentin Robinson. You know what I'm saying? The band was formed through one of Doc's closest friends. His name was Lionel. He played guitar. Like I said, it was a bunch of neighborhood cats. We was actually neighbors. They lived around the corner from me. Next door neighbor of mine named Pluck. He played the guitar to Adrian Norton. He lived on the corner from me. He played the bass. Doc was on the drums. They had some horns from Suitland Marching Band. Jeff, Dudley, Ralph. They was on the horn. They had a full horn section. And this is what was turning me on about the band, because a lot of bands, didn't have a full band section, but they had a full band section. And so these guys, all of us was practically neighbors. I mean, majority, I would say 80% of the band, we was actually neighbors.
You saying y'all was all neighbors and school buddies, so that was interesting. Elaborate more on that. About how you guys,
Well, to take you back, a little bit back, when I was in Deuces Wild, I was a go-getter. So I had to take my band, and I wanted everybody to know who we were and what we was about as far as myself. So we used to put shows together, and AYRE and some of the other bands, they used to be involved with the shows, and we would have like a battle of the bands, you know what I'm saying? And it was fun, man. I mean, people would come and, you get the response off the microphone of, how good they was looking, the way they was dancing. And you also met a lot of people, and we used to have the battles and bands. We used to go hard. When I tell you we went hard, we went hard. But as I say,
hey, look, that competition, you and I, we talk about that all the time with our good friend. But listen, you already said Quentin was the first lead talker. You were the third. Who was number two?
Number two was a guy named Kevin Willer. They used to call him Coolie Dan. I think that's what it was, Coolie Dan. And he was the second rapper. And Kevin was okay, but Kevin didn't last long because he went on another journey. And then they brought in Quentin's cousin. His name was Jay Teller, my man. Good dude. And Jay was on the mic. He was rapping. He rapped about, I'm gonna say about a half a year or so. But when my band folded with Deuces Wild, Doc and Daryl, they came to me and asked me, would I come in the band and be the, mic man? And I was okay. The main reason why I did it was because they were more established than anybody that I'd been with. Had all the equipment, you know what I'm saying? Doc was the president of the band. This was like 1980. His brother Daryl was the manager, and Daryl ran it like a business, and that made me feel comfortable.
You don't have no dance partner, y'all. Now. All right now. Get down with it, yo. Oh, leave it alone. That's what I'm talking about. Gotta get down with it, yo. gonna leave it alone. And we'll get down a little bit. We'll get down a little bit there. I hear you, bro. That's what we talking about. We'll get down a little bit, y'all.
So when I came in, I just blended in with the fellas. But what they didn't know was my material and what I was bringing was on a different level. And putting up their music, it became just a wonderful, it just blew up. They didn't know I was a lyricist. So when they played their music, I'm the one who lyric all their music. 90, I'm gonna say 90, 95, 96% of the lyrics that's in all their music, AYRE's music, I wrote it.
We done reached the point of grooving. Now we're gonna keep the body moving. Just grab a partner and let her know you can work your body all across the floor. If you feel the groove that you're alright, let me hear you holler, say go go mine. Alright, let's try it again. We done reached the point of grooving. Now we're gonna keep your body moving. Just grab a partner and let him know you can work your body all across the floor. If you feel the groove that you're alright, let me hear you holler, say go go mine. Oh, go get down a little bit, blood. Well, I'll do it for y'all. Oh, get down with it, baby. Go get it on down, but y'all gonna get it.
Just about everything they say, I wrote it.
Give me some. Hey, Mike. Give me 3 of the most prominent AYRE grooves that Gogo Mike invented that people might know. Some of the most notable AYRE grooves, because they got some. Just like they got grooves that in the go-go community, we all as connoisseurs we know. Give us 3 of them. Just 3 of them. I know you said 97%, but just give us 3 of them. That stand out, that Gogo put out there.
Okay, who come to boogie? We can tell by the clock on the wall that it's time to party with all of y'all. Grab your partner and let her know that you can work your body all across the floor. Freaky Deek. Now that you're in the go-go, I'm sorry.
And that John
Freaky Deek,
right? Was it Freaky Deek's own?
Oh my Lord, Freakazoid wants to get fresh with all the boys. Well, I guess I'll pull up to her bumper and find out she's a real cold crusher. Then
let me let the people know, because real go-go connoisseurs know this. AYRE is the first band that came out with the Freaky Deek zone. The first band that came out with the Freaky Deek. And other bands took it and expanded on it, but they were the first band that came out with anything about Freaky Deek.
Yeah, AYRE had that. They had that sound. It was a jazzy sound, but they also had that beat. You know what I'm saying? And we were young, but we were on point. We had so much material, and that's what a lot of groups don't do today. But we had a lot of original material, and all the material that we did in that basement. My job was to lyric it up. That's what I was, lyricist, and that's what I did. And to this day of time, people today still will holler the lyrics and all those grooves that we made up, and still standing strong.
Y'all ready to go? Is you 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 ready to go, Hugh? You ready to go, Jason? You ready to go? All right, we're gonna do it like this, y'all. Come on, bang. I said around and around and around we go. Go, 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 go. Around and around and around we go. Go, 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 go. Around and around. gonna do it nobody else. Just do it by yourself now. But don't do it at all. Never down. That tape recorder is out there taping y'all, but we have been doing it live.
As far as the group adapting to the atmosphere, the culture, right on point. AYRE was a force to reckon with because me, I was a go-getter, like I said, and I just wanted to destroy the rapper in any group. The band members, I tell them, look, we coming out here, we gonna kick y'all butt. You know, I used to get on the mic and I talked about anything, any neighborhood, any crew, the ladies, our clothes we were wearing, the cars. Because go-go was about the nightlife. That's what it's about, the nightlife.
7 North Beach. All right, give me a little bit now. One time. One time again, y'all. 7 out. One time. All right now. How you go? Rock souls now.
When we talking about nightlife, we talking about at night, the women, the cars, the streets, the sound. It was just a culture that it was different from everything else, but it made you go. It was actually, we sending the message as if though we coming from our forefathers and sisters over in Africa. We like to hear that jungle beat, and that was me. I love to hear that jungle beat. And when that beat came, I was ready to go with them lyrics, you know. And when you broke it down, that was it. I gave you.
Hey, Mike, I see you still light up. You still got that twinkle in your eye when you talk about go-go, man.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And to this day, I give my props to the front runners who I learned from, and I got to put them on display. And that's Chuck, Funk, Sugar Bear, Fat Tony, Tony Fisher, and Lil Youngin. This boy was bad. That's Shorty Bugs. Them five right there, ooh.
Wait,
they made me.
You can't leave Benny out, can you, man?
Well, I'm saying, yeah, you can put Benny in it, but I'm saying the front runners of those groups, those are guys that I studied.
The lead
those
talkers.
Are guys, yeah, the lead talkers. Yeah. Those are guys that I studied, and I took some of everything from them, and I put it with me and formed my own style, and that's how I became Gogo Mike.
Press me down. It makes me walk up. It makes me talk up. Gotta get down with it. Get what I want up. To get what you need. You got a friend in me. I'll beat it. Well, what do you put fellas people? Man, that guy right there with the bone, yo. He got moving all night long. That guy with the blazer on.
Hey, Mike, on that note, you know, we in the same fraternity as Gogo too, but you and I, we in the same bloodline when it comes to lead talkers. That's my thing too. And you know
Yeah, I
that.
know
But
you can go, brother. I know you can go. One day we're gonna have to get on the mic together. But I guarantee you, if you go up against me, I'm gonna bust that butt. I'm telling you, man, for real.
Hey,
And
I
I
wouldn't
don't
have it
play.
no other way. Hey, Mike,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have it no other way, champ. But
But
listen,
it'll be all love.
I'm gonna get ready to give you a piece of history because you are the first lead talker on the Boo Jones show.
Okay.
I just thought about you're the first lead talker in the new year on the Boo Jones show. The first lead talker and the first New Year guy on the Boo Jones show. Now let me tell you this. A good friend of mine's, Ignatius Mason, brought it to my attention because I've been practicing at his place for years, right? He brought it to my attention. He said, and Ignatius Mason, he's an icon in the music industry in the Washington, D.C. area and abroad. But listen, he told me this. I never thought about it. He said, James Funk is the inventor of the lead talker. I said, yeah, well, you know, we had Chuck, we had other people who talked on the mic before Funk. He said, no. He said, all those other guys from Sugar Bear, Big Tony, and Chuck, they played an instrument.
Right.
He said, James Funk was the first one who lead talk with no instrument.
Exactly.
He's the inventor of the pure lead talking.
And to this day, all lead talkers, they emulate Funk. Funk is the originator lead talker. And every rapper was lead talker, they learn from him and they emulate him. And there's nothing wrong with that because you got to learn from somebody because everybody can't do it. But what makes you stand out as a lead talker, like Funk, like me, Sugar Bear, Benny, Tony, and Bugs, and all lead talkers can't do it. You got to know how to rap, you got to know how to rhyme, and you got to know how to talk. We're like preachers, you know what I'm saying? You have to grasp that crowd and get them focused on you, and then you send them a message. And every one of your songs, you send them a message. If you're talking to them, if you rapping to them, or you just rhyming to them, you know. And a lot of those cats that's on the mic, they don't have it. But as long as they keep studying their craft, they'll get it. And I'm not putting anybody down because I love go-go. You got it in all different phases now, and I respect it. You know what I'm saying? I just wish that these guys would play more original music instead of getting too involved with the top 40.
It's Northwest in the house. It's Northwest in the house. I thought I heard somebody saying something. Everybody from Northwest, raise your hand. Only you, brother. All right, we're going to do it for you then, all right? Northwest got the boogie. Northwest groove. Northwest groove, all right now. Now what about Southeast? Southeast in the house, y'all. Right on, baby. And what about Northeast? No Northeast in the house? Well, Northwest, y'all. Let's take them, book it out now. That's what we talking about. Y'all, what else?
But bringing it back to the early parts of me being on the mic, I remember my first show. This was 1981, Northwest Garden.
Simmer down. Oh, baby. Y'all feel good out there? Y'all feeling right fine too, ain't you? That's what I'm talking about. But look here. It's feeling good. It's feeling fine. holler at me. One more time. Come on and holler at me, yo. If you're feeling good and you're feeling fine, so holler at me. One more time. If you're feeling good and you're feeling fine, holler at me. One more time. Holler at me, baby. Holler at me now. We don't want to impress y'all. Right now. Now look at it, as I was saying now. And we don't want to impress y'all, just to make y'all move. So put y'all body into it, so we can groove, alright? Body, baby, do it now. Body, baby, do it now. That's body, baby, do it. Go, go.
And me being from the city, but hadn't moved over in Maryland.
And that's your town. It's the neighborhood, ain't it? Uptown.
That's right. Yeah,
Okay,
born and raised Northwest DC. Big props to Northwest DC. Yeah, so we go down to Gardens and remind you, when you're involved with gogo and you come into this venue, your town, after you done moved out, I gotta prove a point. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting them know, hey, I'm going to bring my guys. We going to come over here in this venue and we going to turn it out, you know? And I never forget it, man. We opened up with EU at Northwest Gardens, and we was coming out their system. Guy run the system, one of the best in the business. I asked around there and tell you, his name was Ben. Man, could he run that board. When I found out I was coming out their system and Ben was running it, oh, I went to another level. I'm going to tell you. If you hear the tape, this out there is on YouTube. And this is, you know, what, 30-something years ago? But if you hear it, you would be like, man, these guys was putting in work. And I'll never forget it, man. And that right there started me into embracing that culture and that music in our city, man. And we just, from there, we just went to that level, man. I would say we were before our time, but if I was to do it over again, I can't do it differently, but I would do it better. Even me being out of retirement for God knows how many years, but that's something that I won't forget. I can't forget. That's mine. I taught myself. So it's not going to leave me. That's going to be with me. And I love Gogo till the day I die. They nicknamed me Gogo Mike. They named me after that, you know, and because I was a force to be reckoned with.
Back on that brother. Back on that. Get it out. Go. so freaky. Yet we don't want to impress you, but just to make you move. So push your body and do it so freaky.
And you ask around, they'll tell you, a lot of them, I don't know, boo, you might not couldn't come off the porch when I was doing it, brother, because I may got you by a few years. You and my man Calvin. But I appreciate the fact that you guys are still involved and embracing this thing with still the older generation and the new generation, you know, because it's here to stay and not to be forgotten, you know what I'm saying? So on that note, I'm just gonna say that you know, I continue myself to embrace go-go. And I'll do whatever I can to make it, you know, comfortable for everybody, even though I'm not playing, but I always support it, you know. RA was on a level, man, from time I was in there. We was on a level, man, where as though people wanted to come see us so bad, man. Rare Essence, Trouble, EU, they kept putting us on their ticket, man, and we was opening up for them, man. The next thing you know, we going to all these venues that they were playing in, man, and it just became a great sensation, man. It was a wonderful experience, you know. And to this day, I'm ever so grateful, man, that those guys showed us how to form a force that captured people's hearts, their minds, you know, and also educated us in so many ways on music. As far as all the Black artists, you know, all the groups that perform, man, to this day, I'm so ever grateful. As I got older though in the band, I wanted to become a rapper. See, the kind of rap I wanted to be, I happened to see it like LL Cool J or Rakim, and I heard them rap, and I'm like, this is something different. I need to learn this. You know what I'm saying? How you do this? And that came about. Light bulb came in my head. Boom. Go solo. And so I wanted to go solo because I wanted to be a rapper like LL and Rakim. And so I did that. I left the group and I got with some people and I was making my record. And the record I made was called Back At You. And I was sending a message to all the go-go bands as the lead rapper. Like, look, whoever's on that mic, like this is what you could do. So I got on, made me a record called Back At You. It didn't do too good because people I was with, I'm young to the game. I didn't know the business. They put the record in mono. And so they pushed my voice back. And it just didn't go well. They played it, I don't know if y'all remember this show, Kanan, what's his name? Conan. Conan used to play all the go-go songs every evening. And he used to play it on this when WOL was still out, not WOL, the radio station down on Benning Road, 12th and Benning Road, Kathy Hughes' old spot down in DC. They used to play that and all the other go-go songs, you know what I'm saying? And he went to like a few cities, but like I said, it was in mono, so it didn't get the recognition that I wanted. And I was so hurt that the project was done wrong, which I thought was, you know, real great. It made me lose interest in the even performing again. So I backed up off the mic. For a few years. I think I left I left the go-go circuit area in like 84. 84, I left them, and I just chilled. You know, I was hurt. I was like, you know, you try to do something, and you know you did it right, but at the same time, the people that was with you, they, you know, they didn't do it right. So, but you know, I tried, but I didn't like it, so I just chilled. But I came back every about, what was it, 80? I want to say about 86, something like that. And I'm sorry, I came back in 84. I left in 82, came back in 84. When I came.
All right now, look at y'all. Gonna wind it on up now. Gonna wind it on up, y'all. Little brother say what's the roller time. What's good for you, little brother? Come on, wind it on up. Wind it on up for your time. All right, bro. Come on, y'all, let's wind it on up now. Oh, wind it on up, yo. Wind it on up now. See y'all later now. Time to go.
When I came back in 1984, AYRE had they revamped everything with me, and we brought in some key players that were not with them in the beginning, came from other groups, especially Rare Essence, Godfather, Jungle Boogie, in DC. And when they came in the group with me and I came back, we were definitely on a different level, man. We were on a different level. Those guys showed me, as well as the rest of the guys in the group, that this band had talent, more raw talent, and we can go, you know, to that level. But, you know, as things went on, the group, you know, things started happening, you know, brothers start having, you know, kids and stuff, and you had to go out here and work because, like I said, most of us was in school, but when you have a child at a young age, having children coming in, you got to do what you got to do, and that was one of the reasons that I had to leave towards one of the times that I came, and it was all good, you know what I'm saying? I loved it. I mean, it hurt me that I had to leave, but you had to do what you had to do. But my heart was still there, you know what I'm saying? I was willing to still share my experiences and my teachings with them. That was no problem, because what I did for the band is for the band. It wasn't necessarily for me. It was for the band. And I'm glad that I had the opportunity to God and the brothers that I came upon from DC to Maryland, Doc and Daryl and the brothers in the neighborhood gave me the opportunity to be a part of the band that they were in. And like I said, it was a great experience.
Don't forget to look out for us down at Baton Rouge on April 22nd. Each and every Thursday night. And look here, the Northwest Arts and they come back up here. We'll come, y'all. We'll come. So let's, oh, find them on left down. Find them on left down. Already horns are backing on up. Let's back it on up, horns, and in and out. Let's back it on up and in and out, y'all. Right here on, let's back it on up now. In and out, baby. Get out, baby.
I love those brothers. I love all of them. Because without them, it wouldn't have been on me. They made me. They gave me challenges that put me in a position to express myself as we should do every day. You know what I'm saying? Out here in this world. Because it's like my brother Calvin say, it's a jungle out here. This city, that city will eat you up alive. But this go-go thing is a part of the streets. It's part of the culture. It's part of what we live. And it's a good thing. A lot of people try to knock it, but you can't knock it until you experience it. And once you experience it, you're going to love it.
What your mama gave ya. Say shake what your mama gave ya.
Shake it, baby, shake it, baby, shake it, baby.
Oh, shake what your mama gave ya. Say shake what your mama gave ya. Let's look at y'all. Like my mama used to say, take your time and go, go. Like my mama used to say, take your time and go, go. Like my mama used to say, now take your time and go, go. Like my mama used to say, take your time and go, go. That's what she told me to do, y'all. Let me do it for y'all.